Hey yo, turn on your airdrop because EA Sports basically just airdropped you a 91 overall player. I mean, the card's basically in your binder already. Now, Sif family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful start to your day. Let's talk about this free player who's literally basically in your binder, as well as if you should even be using this card. Now, fellas, as you can see right here, when we go on over to the live events tab and we click R2 to go from active to archived, we're basically going to the ex-girlfriend section right here. We're going to scroll on down within our X's, and we're going to see the team captain field pass right here. Now within this team captain field pass, when we go on over to the rewards tab at level number 26, which is now available in this game, there's an 80 overall Jordan Reed. Now of course with this Jordan Reed card, we're not going to keep him as an absolute scrub bench warmer 80 overall. No, we're going to have the chance to boost this card to a 91 overall player. And in today's video, I want to talk about A, just the importance of getting that card, as well as B, if you should spend your tokens on Jordan Reed, Eric Berry, or maybe even another option in this game, because it's honestly becoming a fairly difficult and important decision. Now, first of all, in terms of getting Jordan Reed in this game, if you guys didn't know, I'm just going to quickly breeze through this right here. When we go on over to the team captain section, you basically got to complete these missions week 1, week 2, week 3, or sorry, not week 1, week 2. It's just odd numbers. Week 3, week 5, week 7. Every 2 weeks, there are new team captain missions added to the game. They are always very quick. I feel like I'm completing them without even trying to do so, but be sure you go through here and have every single team captain mission done. I'm assuming most of you do. You might be missing out on one of the missions for week 15 because they just added these to the game, but otherwise, if you play the game, I would say at least 2 times a week, you probably have every mission done in here, which means you have every single token in the game and can make some decisions based on how you want to use them. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Okay, so that was the appetizer. Now let's take a slice out of this main course, baby. Let's talk about the meat and potatoes of this video. Should you be spending your tokens on Jordan or Eric? Now to start this comparison off, I want to take a look at the stats. Let's take a look at the stats of Eric Berry right here. Eric Berry is going to be chilling at 90 speed, 90 acceleration. He's going to have 87 tackling, 88 play rec, 88 pursuit, 88 man coverage, and 91 zone. So super versatile when it comes to coverage, 89 hit power. I would say this card has kind of changed in his role from the start of the year. At the start of the year, this was a user. Like, this was my day 1 user. This guy was an absolute dog, roof. He wasn't a little chihuahua. He was a pit bull as a user. Right now, he's a little chihuahua. He's not the move to be a user. 87 change of direction. There's just better options in this game, and with the lurk artist ability on linebackers, I just don't think this card is the move as a user. But as a deep safety or as a guy to play in like a purple zone, I think this card is solid, right? The speed and acceleration are good, and he's super versatile. Like, if you want to man him up, he's got 88 man coverage. If you want to play him in zone, he's got 91 zone coverage, 89 hit power. So the card is solid, but Jordan Reed, he's really good as well. Let's take a look at those stats. Now, this Jordan Reed card, I'm not even going to lie to you, he is probably the 4th best tight end in Madden. There's really only a few tight ends that are better than this player. We'll go on over here so we can kind of take a look at these stats. This guy is going to have 90 speed as well as 89 agility. That's solid. As you can see, I'm looking at the stats in the bottom right corner. Now, in terms of the catching, he's going to be all the way up at 90 catching. Very nice right here. Medium route running is an 88. I think short route running is a 90 as well. It's not showing that, but the short route running was a 90. And his other catching stats like catch in traffic, spectacular catch are all approaching 90s. So this card right here, this Jordan Reed, is probably the 4th best tight end in Madden 24. Now let's talk about if you should be using your tokens on this card or another option. Really quickly, the other options, Channing Crowder. A lot of people have been thinking, okay, Channing Crowder might be the move. Maxed out, he's only 89 speed. And a lot of people are also thinking, oh, Rondé Barber, is he the move to spend my tokens on? Rondé isn't the move either, man. Rondé Barber, I think, is 91 speed, but he is only 5'10". So if you thought Xerxes was short standing next to me, I mean, you can see it on the screen right here. He does look pretty short. That's basically what Rondé Barber is going to look like with other Madden players on the field. So those 2 cards aren't really the move. Frank Gore is an absolute snail, although he had an absolutely awesome career. And Kevin Mawai, we already have a free center in this game. So there's really only 2 options when it comes to your tokens. Now, who should you spend them on? Now, to me personally, I think if you don't have a top tight end in this game, spend the tokens on Jordan Reed. Like, if you go to your lineup screen right now and you have a tight end with, I would say, 88 speed or less, your starting tight end is 88 speed or less, pick up Jordan Reed. So that means you don't have a guy like Kyle Pitts. That means you don't have one of like the top 3 or top 2 tight ends in this game. If you don't see that on your lineup, I would do Jordan Reed, because tight end is a pretty important position in this game, and getting a free 91 overall tight end is solid. And obviously, if you want to, you can switch these tokens around in the future. Like, it's not like you're locked in once you put a token on a card. Like, if I go through here, I can refund these tokens off Eric Berry and switch them to Jordan Reed. Or in the future, if I'm like, you know what, I don't want Jordan Reed anymore, I can refund the token. So all you do to refund is go to upgrade and then just click refund right here. That's how you get the tokens back back and you can use them on other players. So I would say right now, if you go to your lineup screen and you don't see higher than 88 speed, pick up Eric Berry. Now, for me personally, I've already got Kyle Pitts, and I'm thinking, you know what? Kyle Pitts is probably a little bit better than the Jordan Reed card just because he's taller. He's 6'6". Otherwise, the stats on Jordan Reed are essentially identical to this player. The speed is the same. The medium route running, the short route running, those are the same. The catching is the same. I think the catch and traffic and spec catch are very, very close. Kyle Pitts just has a little bit more height. So that's the only reason why I'm keeping Pitts. But if I didn't have Pitts in this game, I would suggest you most certainly go Jordan Reed. Now, there's obviously also value in keeping Eric Berry on your team. I would say the value in having Eric Berry is like you can use your strong safety too. Like for me personally, Eric Berry is my strong safety too, but he plays every single snap for me. Isaiah Simmons and Luke Kuechly are my users. Eric Berry's either in a purple or he's in like some type of deep zone. So there is kind of more value there. But again, you're not locked into making this decision. If you want to try out Jordan Reed, I would suggest it. I'm actually considering doing that, to be honest with you. But again, I think using Jordan Reed is basically a must if you right now are looking at your lineup and you don't see a very good tight end in here. Like if you're newer to the game and you're kind of deciding between, okay, do I want a good tight end or do I want a good strong safety for my like 84, 85, 86 overall team, I would probably lean towards the tight end because I just think there's a little bit more value there, to be honest. And again, to get this card and get him maxed out, it's pretty simple. For me personally, I'm actually not going to be using Jordan Reed, and I actually do spend some tokens on Channing Crowder. That's literally just for overall purposes though. There's no other reason other than like boosting up my overall. That's the only reason why I got this card in my lineup. And again, I think for y'all that are like a higher overall, you're probably not going to see as much value in using this Jordan Reed card. Like if you're an 89, you're a 90, you've got a really good tight end in this game. Yeah, there's less reason to have Jordan Reed and there's more reason to have Eric Berry. But again, if you don't have a high overall team, you don't have a good tight end, that's where Jordan Reed has a lot of value. So I would say probably 80% of Madden players are in that situation and going to be using Jordan Reed. But let me know in the comment section which team captain you end up rocking with. Again, if you're using someone other than these two cards and you're using them for any reason other than overall purposes, you're actively trying to lose games in Madden. I'm just messing around. That's a little bit too far, but again, I just don't see the value in the other cards right now. I think that the Eric Berry became a lot more usable when he got the latest upgrade. Like I'm pretty sure he got a +2 speed boost when he went from 90 to 91 overall. And again, if you have Eric Berry right now, you can actually upgrade him to a 91. That happened a couple days ago as well. So be sure you guys are doing that. It kind of got lost in the wash because there was a lot of stuff that came out in the last couple days with like AKA, people grinding to get the free player. But that Eric Berry did become upgradable, I think a couple days ago. So you can boost him up to a 91 overall. And the card is very nice there at 90 speed. He was only at 88 speed before that. So that's a big change. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, boys, that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to scroll down and drop a like. I'm also on the road to 200,000 subscribers over on this YouTube channel. So if you want to hit that sub button, it's fully optional, but I'd greatly appreciate it. It's a great way to support me as a creator as we ended off with an 86 overall Lucas Niang pull. That's a W. If you want good pack luck, hey, hit that sub button. I heard that's the way to do it. We're on the road to 200K and I'd greatly appreciate it, boys. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all so very much for the support on the channel, living the dream, and that's all thanks to you. So thank you a ton. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow, boys. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Peace.